This is Jeff with Shout Out Minnesota, and we are here with
a very cold Chris from Like a Storm.
Chris. Welcome to Minnesota.
Thank you.
As you can see by the breath, it's a little cold out here.
It is, and finally a local person admits it, because everyone's been telling us that this isn't cold, and we're lucky we weren't here a month ago or 2 months from now or whatever. And we're like, there's snow everywhere.
Being in November, this is pretty cold for November, but it gets worse. But anyways, let's talk about where you're from, because that's interesting in itself. We'll start with that.
Yeah, New Zealand, which is a long way away, the other side of the world, down the very bottom of the world, and we grew up there, and we wanted to play music and tour here, so we're grateful that that's what we get to do now, man. So
now you're all
crazy.
Brothers?
We are 3 of us are brothers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got an American drummer playing with us.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about your first single that was a hit. We were just talking about it in there a little bit. Can you tell the fans here how that actually came about?
Well, we were on tour at the time, and we really wanted to have some new music out there so that our fans could hear us, so we could play some new songs live. And we set aside a month to make this record, and then we ended up getting offered another Creed tour, which we weren't going to turn down. So then we're like, okay, well, if we do this tour, then we've got to promise ourselves that we'll make this record at the same time, which was absolutely insane. Like every single night we would take 2 carts full of gear into the hotel after we played, and get them to put us as far away from everyone else as they possibly could, and we'd just stay up all night working on this music. And it was a really, really awesome way to do it, because you can carry that live energy from the show, and that crowd, and you get all pumped up, and then you could go straight in there, and just 3 of us would just like riff on different ideas and that kind of thing. So we did that, and Love the Way You Hate Me was the last song we did for that batch of songs, and by that point we were really starting to push ourselves more and more, I guess, starting to have a lot of fun with it. So we got to the song, and it gets to that middle part, and we were like, you know what, we haven't put enough didgeridoo on this thing yet, and so we just decided to just put in a dig and drum jam, and crazily enough, it turned out that people liked it, which still blows us like our minds, because we like it, but we're somewhat biased, I think.
Well, it's done exceptionally well.
Thank you, man.
Over here. Octane has been playing the mess out of it.
They have, man. We love those guys, and they're, just huge, just huge for our career over here. It's incredible.
And now you're on tour, which you're here obviously in Minnesota with
Drowning Pool.
With Drowning Pool, yep.
Yeah,
Breach of Silence, them guys. And how's that been going?
It's been awesome, man. Yeah, we toured with them, and we did a few shows with them in 2010. So we're really looking forward to coming back out on this run. It's been really good, man. It's been cold. I'm not gonna
lie. It is cold. It is cold. Let's talk a little bit about your new song that you have out, Wish You Help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really fun too, man. We, thanks to, I guess, Love the Way You Hate Me doing well and people playing it, we were able to, I guess, continue to make music we really wanted to make, and we were able to, sign with a company, with Century Media, that really saw the vision of what we wanted to do, and they were really cool with that. So we had a couple of weeks break from tour. Like, we've been touring straight since March, but we had a couple of weeks off, and they asked us where we wanted to go and record some more songs, and we're like, you know what? Like, they said, what studio do you want to do it in? And we're like, well, we made that music that you really like on tour in hotel rooms, so this time let's just go and rent a lake house somewhere and do it there. So 3 of us went and stayed at like a lake house for like 2 to 3 weeks and recorded it there, and it was so much fun, man. Wish You Hell is like another, I don't know, a song that you'd never expect to get played on anywhere. We wouldn't, because we just thought it would be really cool to, we listened to a lot of that old blues, and we've kind of got turned on to it through touring in the States, and we were like, well, wouldn't it be so cool to combine that with, the hard rock that we like to do. So.
Right. Now, I noticed you've been tagging it voodoo metal.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, man. I mean, we've just always been into. I mean, there's something so cool about that old voodoo sound, and it is so different from what we do. But I guess we with didgeridoo, with dig metal, we just combine these two elements. So we thought, well, let's try it with something totally different and just have fun with it. So
there you go, and that's been doing pretty well too. It's been climbing up the charts too as well.
It's incredible. I mean, it's like a personal triumph every time we go and play shows and people know that song, because I mean, it's definitely not the safest song we could have done or anything like that, but it was the song that we were the most passionate about out of the ones we were doing. It was just something totally different that we'd never done before, and we just wanted to have a song that had such a simple chorus that you could just really get into, and so yeah, we're really happy with it.
So the bottom line is Americans love your guys' music.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, we love playing here, we love touring here, and we're just so grateful to continue to do it.
And we're glad you stopped, and we definitely would love to have you guys back here again. You guys tore up the stage tonight.
Thank you.
So that's really. Can you tell the fans how they can get a hold of you social media wise?
Yeah, they probably know better than I do. I think type Like a Storm into Facebook. Real Like a Storm on Twitter, I think, likeastorm.com for the website, I think official Like a Storm on Facebook, and that kind of thing. I don't know, they're probably better at locating anything on the internet than I am.
Well, I appreciate your time, and I know it's freezing out here, so we're going to wrap this up. So one last shout out to the fans of Minnesota.
Oh, thank you guys so much. We have so much fun, and we're going to be back here in a month with Steel Panther, so we can't wait to see you guys, man. Thank you so much.